Hello, good evening. Hi, it's Adil Fazal here at Analysis.com. Be sure to visit my website Analysis.com, and be sure to visit me on Twitter as well, where I am quite active. I'm hopefully back to resuming the normal video analysis on a daily basis, giving you insight into European markets, the FTSE, DAX, CACs and Euro stocks. Okay, so basically we had a risk-off event today, given the fact that commodities certainly took a dump. Copper, oil, gold. One of the reasons why is because the Saudis certainly gave the green light for a potential truce with Iran. So again, that certainly took out the geopolitical, shall we say, premium out of the commodities markets, and also given the fact that we had a weaker economic data as well from the US and also European markets as well. Again, Brexit scenario certainly remains in the background as well, so keep an eye out for that. China and obviously US trade war certainly seems to be back in the forefront, given the fact that the Americans were attempting to certainly cap the investment into American companies or America in general in terms of the funding there. Okay, so again, different story, and certainly same sort of theme with regards to that trade war. Okay, so in terms of European indices, let's go and start with the German DAX first of all, being the European market leader. On the daily chart, as you can see, hit that resistance zone. We closed the gap and the market reversed quite sharply. We've put in a bearish engulfing candle there. Okay, we've closed this gap now here around the 12,290 zone. Okay, next potential support is 12,120, and then obviously you've got gap fills below on the daily chart. So again, interesting to see the market reverse at that key zone. Again, bringing into the Euro USD, bringing that into the picture here as well. As you know, the inverse relationship exists between the Euro USD and obviously the actual German indices as well, or European indices in general. As you can see, daily chart certainly has been flushing quite substantially, and obviously that's been helping the European indices move higher as well. On the weekly chart, there is a gap level below, so watch out below around the 1.07. So certainly a long way to go here in terms of the Euro stocks or Euro USD flushing as well. So certainly take that into consideration. Okay, moving back to the German DAX then. So daily chart, bearish engulfing candle, certainly very negative given the weaker data as well. We close a gap here around the 12,290, 12,280. If we do continue to flush here, which can be quite prolific, we've hit that key support. We are testing that key support around 12,260 zone. If that fails to hold, then you are looking back at 12,140, 12,150 on the downside. And if you continue to flush on that weaker economic data, and if the euro continues to move higher, then you are looking at further flush down to 12,020, and then obviously 11,900 on the German DAX as well. So certainly keep that in your consideration, okay, on the German DAX. Now, I'm not one to trade the German DAX due to its extreme volatility. I prefer to trade the CAC 40 and also Euro Stoxx 50, given the stability there. But nevertheless, I'm always looking at the German DAX for a next potential move. So quite a prolific sell-off today on the German DAX. I mean, we flushed almost 150 points literally in a matter of an hour. So quite impressive. Okay, anyway, either way, we closed the gap here at 12,290. Support was expected to hold around the 12,280. Certainly has been circumspect so far. If that obviously fails, then you are looking at free fall. You do need to take into account that you do have this support that certainly is being held at 12,260, so keep an eye out there. If that cracks, then you are looking at a move lower down to 12,140, so watch out below. In terms of the other indices, so let's have a look at the French CAC. Again, similar type of picture. Daily chart, as you can see, hit that key resistance zone. Weaker euro certainly helping the French CAC, or helping all European indices. 60-minute chart, you can see we flushed. Okay, so we are now into that key support zone on the horizontal zone. So you've got support here around the 5,595 and the 5,580 zone. If you do continue to flush lower, then you are looking at next support being around the 5,550, and then potentially below at 5,530 as well, gap fill. And you've got support below further at 5,460. So watch out for those zones above, or should we say below. In terms of the resistance above, 5,700 certainly was your key resistance zone, as you can see there. 10-minute chart certainly has been quite a prolific flush today. I certainly need to update my charts as well. As you can see, key gap levels closed, key support breached as well, so certainly isn't looking look good below. Okay, Euro stocks, quite a powerful topping tail there on the 60-minute chart. Okay, daily chart as well. You can see we were into resistance, horizontal resistance was there as well. around the 3600 levels, or certainly a bearish engulfing candle. 60-minute chart, quite prolific. We are now hitting into that fib 75% zone. We're currently 3510 after hours, so again looking for potential support. I have actually bought here around the 3512 3513 zone, and looking for a potential pop on the euro stocks, given the fact that we've got a weaker euro helping European equities, and obviously Mr. Draghi being over extra dovish given the weaker economic data. Okay, 10-minute chart certainly flushed quite powerfully here. Okay, so has been quite a prolific sell-off nevertheless. Okay, moving on to the FTSE 100 now. Daily chart certainly has been quite buoyant, obviously helped by commodities. Commodities turning south, so that certainly isn't going to help the FTSE. So keep an eye on commodities there, given the fact that the green light has been given by the Saudis, and obviously weaker economic data taking the air out of the demand for commodities. So this is a key pivot on the 60-minute chart. Watch out for 7350. If we fail to hold 7350, we are at 7310 after hours, so bear that in mind. The next support is seen at 7320, which is a 200 MA. If that fails to hold, then you are looking at potential support here at 7290. If that fails, then you are looking to retest that 7200 zone below. So watch out below. That's all we can say here with regards to that. I mean, we did have a key pivot zone here around 7360 level. That failed to hold, so that certainly isn't in play at all now. You got 7350, 7320, then you've got 7290, and then eventually you've got 7220 below. Okay, moving on to the 10-minute chart, we did actually close that gap, which was expected here around 7350 zone. Okay, now again, like I said, you've got support at 7345. We'll see how the market trades after hours, and then eventual support is seen back down below at 7290. Okay, and they're the zones that will be coming into play. Now, if you do potentially pop high on the back of potential China truce, or China-America truce, or any sort of trade deal, etc., or if Mr. Trump tries to pump the markets higher overnight, which has been happening quite often recently, then you are looking at resistance here around the 7410. You're looking at 7430, 7435, and 7440 is your ultimate resistance. If you take that out, then obviously you're looking at short squeeze even higher. Okay, so I think that's a good insight. I'm going to keep it quite and short and sweet as much as I can anyway, given the fact that we're giving you an insight into European markets for the trading day Wednesday, okay, the 2nd of October. So wish you the best for trading tomorrow. Be sure to visit my website. Be sure to purchase these two books, which I tend to base my trading off on, trading intraday based on intermarket analysis. Goodbye now.